Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for 30th of December. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First, we are talking about some cabinet approvals on 27th of December. And here you can see, first of all, remember the Union Cabinet is chaired by whom? It is chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Then, minimum support price for copra for 2024 season has been given. Next, first remember, then we will go for the in details. Second is project for the improvement and widening of the Khowai Harina Road, covering a total strength of 134.913 kilometers in Tripura, has been approved. Then a construction of a new 4556, that is 4556 meter long 6-lane highway bridge across the river Ganga connecting Patna and Saran in Bihar has been approved. Apart from this, remember, this was third. Fourth is migration and mobility agreement between India and Italy. And if you remember, few days back also we have discussed that student exchange programs will be initiated, teachers exchange programs will be initiated, scientists exchange programs will be initiated between India and Italy, so that the cultural exchange can happen between these two countries. And fifth, you need to remember that MOU between Prasar Bharati and Radio Television Malaysia has been recently signed. MOU between Prasar Bharati and your Radio Television Malaysia has been signed. This is important, take a note of it. Correct. Then we were talking about this minimum support price of copra for 2024 season. First of all, remember the minimum support price for copra has been fixed at 11,160 rupees per quintal. Right? Mark this. And this is for milling copra. There are two types of copra, milling copra, and 12,000 rupees per quintal has been fixed for ball copra. Right, so these are some of your cabinet approvals. Do take a note of it. Moving on, CBDT has issued guidelines on under section 194-0 of IT Act of 1961. What is CBDT? CBDT is your Central Board of Direct Tax. This comes under the Department of Revenue in the Ministry of Finance, and they have recently issued the guidelines of Ministry of Section 194-0 of IT Act of 1961. These guidelines was issued to provide clarity on issues related to the applicability of Section 194-0 in e-commerce operator model framework. Right? And this Section 194-0, it states that an ECO is a e-commerce operator, right, that an ECO shall deduct income tax at the rate of 1% of the gross amount of the sales, right, 1% tax to be deducted on the gross sales, right, on the gross amount of the sales of the goods, correct, or any services is provided. Let me show you here. According to the guidelines, according to this section 194O-IT Act of 1961, this state that e-commerce operators, they shall deduct income tax at the rate of 1% of the gross amount of the sale of goods or services, or both, correct. And this section was inserted through the Finance Act of 2020. According to the guidelines, tax deducted at source, that is TDS liability, will cover the gross amount of transaction including the packaging and shipping fee as well as the convenience fee laid by the e-commerce platforms on both the sides of the buyer as well as the seller, as well as TDS is deducted by the seller side ECO during the payment or credit, correct. So remember this. According to this, the tax deducted at TDS or the tax deducted at source or TDS liability will cover the gross amount of the transaction including the packaging, shipping fees as well as the convenience fees that are levied by the ECOs on the both side of the buyer and the seller. If we talk about CBDT, who is the chairman here? Nitin Gupta. Headquarters is in New Delhi. And when was it established? In 1964. Important thing to remember here is this section 194-0. It was states that ECOs shall deduct 1% of the gross amount of the sales or provisions or any service or both of them, correct, through their platform. Next is Reliance Jio. They have collaborated with which IIT to build Bharat GPT? So remember, if we talk about Chat GPT, it is a generative text platform, right? And this was launched by OpenAI. Who is the chief executive officer of OpenAI? Sam Altman. If you remember, Microsoft became the first company where they funded almost $10 billion in this company. Now coming back, which IIT or Reliance Jio collaborated with which IIT to build their own, India's own Bharat GPT, that is an AI model. So remember, this was with IIT Bombay, correct. Here you can see Reliance Jio Limited, a subsidiary of Reliance Industries Limited, they have collaborated with IIT Bombay to develop Bharat GPT, that is a generative pre-trained transformer program. This Bharat GPT program aims to use large language models and generative AI to improve various sectors in India, and the program is part of an upgraded mobile ecosystem, that is of Jio 2.0 of Reliance Jio, correct. Apart from this, remember IIT Guwahati and Assam government, I repeat, IIT Guwahati and Assam government has collaborated to promote STEM subjects. Now what is STEM? Science and technology, engineering and mathematics. So in order to promote these subjects, IIT Guwahati and Assam government has tied together, correct. And this is basically to enhance the use of this subject so that more and more youth can study these subjects. And this was launched under a flagship program of Assam, that is Arohan. Now this question can be also asked that what is Arohan? Arohan is a flagship program of Assam that will be promoting STEM in the youth of Assam. And remember, for this IIT Guwahati and government of Assam has tied together, correct. In this, remember, the program was happening during a 5-4 day stay in IIT Guwahati from October to December. The program enabled the students to engage with institute faculty and members and to explore the various facilities provided by the institutions. So far, IIT Guwahati has hosted 3,311 students and few hundred teachers, and it is coordinated by offices of outreach education program, public relation, branding, ranking and students affair at IIT Guwahati. But this important thing you need to remember that under Arohan this was launched. And if we were talking about Reliance Jio, they tied up with which IIT? They tied up with IIT Bombay to build Bharat GPT. What is Arohan? Arohan means ascent, right? And we know this is a flagship program of Assam. This is a mentor-mentee program for career progression of students for class 9 to 12th studying in the government schools of Assam. This program was launched when? This program was launched in 2020 by Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Chief Minister of Assam. And the program is in line with NEP 2020, that is National Education Policy 2020. If we talk about Reliance Jio, remember who is the chairman? Akash Ambani. Let me show you. He is Akash Ambani. He is the son of Mukesh Ambani, and he has been now holding the position of the chairman of Reliance Jio. Headquarter Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 2007. Next, which force has unveiled new admirals appellates? I repeat, which force has unveiled the new admirals appellates? So which is that force? It is Indian Navy, right? Let me show you the new epaulets, and these new epaulets, remember, they are inspired by Raj Mundra of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Important. Take a note of this news, right? Indian Navy, they unveiled new admirals epaulets that are inspired by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Raj Mundra. Correct. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has unveiled the new design during the Navy Day that was on 4th of December in Maharashtra. If we talk about this new epaulet, remember the new design incorporates several symbolic elements such as your golden navy baton, octagon, Indian sword, and telescope. The redesigned epaulets have been unveiled for the rank of admiral, vice admiral, rear admiral, and the top three positions in the naval forces. And see here Raj Mudra, right? This is the of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. This Raj Mudra or the royal seal was the authentic stamp that the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj used in his correspondence and audiences. Shivaji Maharaj received the Raj Mudra from his father Shajiraji Bhosle, making it a symbol of historic significance. Right? One more thing remember here. This octagon, see, we have seen that this is having several symbolic elements such as golden navy baton, octagon, Indian sword, and telescope. If we talk about this golden navy baton, it resolves to do with away with the Gulam ki Mansikta, that is colonial mindset, right? This was to basically remember us that we were a part of that situation and now we have overcame that. Then this octagon, this represents the 8 cardinal directions, emphasizing the Navy's all-around long-term vision and protection for India. Correct? Then Indian sword, it symbolizes the essence of the Navy's vision of being a part at the forefront of the national power. And this telescope, it symbolizes a long-term vision and a weather eye in an ever-changing world. Right? So remember this new epaulet has been recently launched by for Indian Navy, launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, launched on Navy Day that was on 4th of December, and it is inspired by Raj Mudra of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Next, 8th edition of IONS Conclave of Chiefs was held where? So this 8th edition of the IONS, what does this IONS stands for? IONS is your Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, right? This IONS Conclave of Chiefs 2023 was held where? It was held in Thailand, right? And it was hosted by whom? This question can also be asked. This was hosted, the 8th edition of Indian Ocean Naval Symposium Conclave of Chiefs was hosted by Royal Thai Navy, right? And this was held in Bangkok, Thailand from 19 to 22nd of December. Correct? This 8th conclave marks the transition of the IONS chairmanship from France to Thailand. Important. Now who is having the chairmanship of IONS, that is IONS, that is Indian Ocean Naval Symposium? So it is with Thailand for the period 2023 to 2025. This question can also be asked that Thailand got this chairmanship from which country? So that means earlier it was with which country? It was with France from 2021 to 2023. Correct? Mark this, important. Next remember, Chief of Navies, Head of Maritime Agencies from 27 ION members and countries participated in this conclave, and Admiral R. Hari Kumar, the Chief of Naval Staff of the Indian Navy, led by 3-member Indian Naval Delegation, also took part in this conclave. Next is SEBI has issued procedure for public issuance of ZCZP instrument by NPOs. What is ZCZP? ZCZP is your zero coupon, zero principal instrument for not-for-profit organization, right? So SEBI notified a procedure for public issuance of these zero coupon, zero principal instruments by NPOs and listing of such instruments on the social stock exchange. This procedure is added in the framework on the social stock exchange issued in September 2023. Correct? And remember, this should be noted that SSE framework results in the amendment of regulations of 2008 ICDR regulations and regulations of 2015, that are your LODR regulation. This ZCZP, these instruments on the SSE are donation instruments that are offering zero interest, that is no interest or principal return. Since it is a donation, not a loan or investment, the contributed funds will not be refunded to the donors. So I repeat, these zero coupon, zero principal instruments for not-for-profit organizations and listing of such instruments on social stock exchange has been recently notified by SEBI. Right. Apart from this, SEBI has also allowed the stockbrokers to settle the client's fund lying with the trading member on Saturdays. That is, one more day is provided. Now the stockbroker can settle the running account of the client's fund on the first Friday or Saturday of the quarter of month at the choice of their client. If we talk about SEBI, who is the chairperson? Madhabi Puri Bug, and the headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next is, which bank needs to maintain higher capital from fiscal year 25? First of all, remember domestically systematic important banks SBI, HDFC, ICICI. Right? Remember, these banks need to be identified as domestic systematically important banks according to RBI, and among these SBI and HDFC. Right? Remember, these two banks need to maintain higher capital from 1st of April 2025. The additional common equity tier 1 as a percentage of risk weight assets requirements for SBI will be 0.08% and for HDFC it will be 0.04%. Correct? RBI has provided information about the names of the bank that are important for the financial system every year in August since 2015, and these domestic systematic important banks are those institutions which are too big to fail. Right? Too big to fail. Correct? Meaning their failure will negatively impact the economy. The banks are placed in appropriate buckets depending upon their systematic importance scores. Then if we talk about SBI, who is the chairperson here? Dinesh Kumar Khara. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1955. Next is, a new logo has been recently launched by Vice President Jagdeep Dhankarji of which organization? So remember, recently Vice President of India Jagdeep Dhankarji has recently launched a new logo of ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. This was launched during the first ever Global Professional Accounts Convention. I repeat, this was launched during the first ever Global Professional Accountants Convention that was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat from 24th to 26th of November. Here, Union Minister Piyush Goyal graced the event as a guest of honor, and the logo that was launched for ICAI, the new logo, it features the letter CA in blue color with an inverted tricolor tick mark with a white background and the word India at the bottom of the symbol. Correct. So directly remember, a new symbol of ICAI has been launched by Jagdeep Dhankarji, Vice President of India, and it was launched during the first ever Global Professional Accountants Convention that was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Now this question can also become important and can be asked that where was the first ever Global Professional Accountants Convention held? So it was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Next, Adani Global has recently signed a joint venture with which organization? So Adani Global, they recently signed a joint venture with Cerium International to form a joint venture with Sirius, that is Sirius Digitech International. So a joint venture between Adani Global and Cerium International, and they will be forming Sirius Digitech International. Correct? And why this joint venture was formed? This was to basically enhance the use of AI, machine learning, Internet of Things, blockchain products, and so on. Here, Sirius will own 51% of the Sirius joint venture, while Adani will be owning 49%. And Abu Dhabi-based Sirius joint venture will focus on $175 billion digitalization of the Indian economy. Ahmedabad, Gujarat-based Adani Global, this is a subsidiary of Adani Enterprise Limited, and Sirius is a subsidiary of International Holding Company. Next, who has been appointed as the first women Director General of CISF? So remember, Neena Singh, she has been appointed as the first women Director General of CISF. Mark this important, right? And Anish Dayal has been appointed as the Director General of CRPF. Correct? So who has been appointed as the first women Director General of CISF? Neena Singh, and Anish Dayal has been appointed as the Director General of CRPF. Correct? He was the Director General of ITBP, that is Indo-Tibetan Border Force, Anish Dayal Singh, and now has been appointed as the full-time Director of the CRPF. Next, remember here, Anish Dayal Singh, Director General of CRPF. Correct? Rahul Rasgotra will succeed Anish Dayal Singh and will become the new Director General of ITBP, because he has been now given the charge of the Director General of CISF. And Vivek Srivastav was appointed as the Director General of Fire Service, Civil Defence and Home Guards till his supination. Correct. And we saw that Neena Singh, she's a 1989 batch IPS officer and was the first women IPS officer allocated to the Rajasthan cadre, and now she has been appointed as the Director General of CISF, as you can see here in the picture. Correct. Next is Hyundai Motors has appointed Deepika Padukone as their brand ambassador. Directly you can remember who has been appointed as the new brand ambassador of Hyundai Motors. So Deepika Padukone. If we talk about Hyundai Motors India Limited, who is the managing director and chief executive officer? Unso Kim, headquarter Gurugram, Haryana, and it was established in 1996. Moving on. Next is US President has nominated Indian American Devan Parekh to the board of DFC. I repeat, Joe Biden nominated Indian American global venture capitalist Devan Parekh, who is the managing director at Insights Partners, as the member of the board of directors of the US International Development Finance Corporation for the next 3 years. Correct? Mark this. Moving on to acquisitions and mergers. IPRU AMC, that is Asset Management Corporation, and IPRU Life has got the RBI approval to acquire a 9.95% stake in RBL Bank, IDFC First Bank, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Federal and IndusInd Bank. Important. Take a note of this. I repeat, RBI has given the approval to ICICI Prudential Asset Management Company, that is IPRU AMC, and ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company, that is IPRU Life, to acquire aggregate holding of up to 9.95% of the paid up share capital of voting rights in RBL Bank, IDFC First Bank, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Federal Bank, as well as your IndusInd Bank Limited. Correct? Take a note of it. Next is Russia and NASA. They have agreed to extend the cross-flight programs to ISS till 2025. I repeat, Russia's space agency is your Roscosmos and NASA's space agencies of USA, and they have agreed to extend their partnership in space exploration by continuing the cross flights involving crews of various nationalities to travel on a single spacecraft to International Space Station until 2025. Earlier, the news came that Roscosmos, they will be leaving the partnership of International Space Station with NASA by 2024, but now you can see the partnership has now been extended till 2025. Correct. This International Space Station, this was launched in 1998 at a time of increased US-Russia cooperation following the Cold War, right? Then remember, till 2024, it was declared by Roscosmos when the war between Russia and Ukraine started, that USA was also becoming, because of the NATO only, right? We will not go into the discussion of this NATO war with Russia, but just remember, during that time when Russia and Ukraine was in war, during that time Russia declared that they will be exiting this corporation of International Space Station by 2024, and now you can see their cooperation between them has been extended till 2025. Next is LSAM-10 Yard 78, that is Indian Navy's 4th MCA barge launched in Mumbai. I repeat, Indian Navy inducted Missile Cum Ammunition Barge, that is MCA barge LSAM-10 Yard 78, that is the 4th barge of the MCA barge project at Naval Dockyards in Mumbai, Maharashtra. This location can be asked that where was the Yard 78 LSAM-10, that is Indian Navy's 4th MCA barge launched. So it was launched at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Correct. Then next thing, remember the first barge, as we saw, this is the 4th barge, right? So the first barge of the series LSAM-7 was delivered to the Indian Navy in the month of July in 2023. This is just for your knowledge, right? These barges that we are seeing, right? This is the 4th barge, right? So these barges, remember, these are the indigenously designed and developed by naval rules and regulations of the Indian Register of Shipping, and the model testing of these barges during the design stage was conducted at the Naval Science and Technology Laboratory, that is in Visakhapatnam. Correct. And these indigenously crafted barges shows about the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives of the government of India. Right. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick revision. Cabinet approvals we have seen. CBDT issued guidelines on under Section 194-0 of IT Act of 1961. Reliance Jio and IIT Bombay collaborated to build Bharat GPT. Indian Navy has unveiled new admirals evaluates inspired by Chhatrapati Shivaji Rajmudras. Then 8th edition of the IONS Conclave of Chiefs held where in Bangkok, Thailand, and they will be having the chairmanship for the next 2 years, that is 2023 to 2025. SEBI issued procedure for public issuance of ZCZP instrument by NPOs, that is zero coupon zero principal. Then SBI and HDFC Bank, they need to maintain higher capital from 1st of April 2025. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar launched a new logo of ICAI. Adani Global and Serum International, they partnered to form a joint venture, Sirius Digitech International. Next is Neena Singh. She has been appointed as the first Director General of CISF, and Anish Dayal has been appointed as the Director General of CRPF. Next, Hyundai Motors appointed Deepika Padukone as their brand ambassador. US President nominated Indian American Devan Parekh as the board of DFC. iPru AMC and iPru Life Insurance, they got the RBI approval to acquire 9.95% stake in RBL Bank, IDFC Bank, IDFC First Bank, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Federal Bank, and IndusInd Bank. Russia and NASA, they agreed to extend cross-flight programs to ISS till 2025. And LSAM-10, that is Yard-78, Indian Navy's 4th MC barge that was launched at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So these were your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to some revision part that will be very beneficial for your learning. As of September 2023, who will receive Shanmuga Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy Ramanujan Prize for 2023? That is your Sastra Ramanujan Prize. What is this? Sastra stands for Shanmuga Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy Ramanujan Prize, and it is for 2023. And question asked here is that who will receive this? This will be received by Ruixiang Zhang. Ruixiang Zhang, he is from China, correct, and he is an assistant professor at the University of California in USA, and for his contribution to mathematics, from analytic number theory, right, and many other things such as your Euclidean harmonic theory to geometry, he was awarded with this Shastra Ramanujan Prize. So simply remember, Ruixiang Zhang, he is from China, and for his contribution towards mathematics, he will be awarded with this Shastra Ramanujan Prize. Correct? Mark this. Then remember, the prize will be conferred during an international conference on number theory that will be held from 20 to 22nd of December at Shastra University, that is in Tamil Nadu. Which of the following personality have been recently awarded with the 2023 Nobel Prize in Physics by the Royal Swedish Academy of Science? So right option becomes option 5. Annie Hüller of France, Franz Krause of Hungary, and Pierre Agostini of France. They three were recently awarded with Nobel Prize in Physics by the Royal Swedish Academy of Science. Remember, Annie Hüller of France, she became the 5th woman to receive Nobel Prize in Physics. Correct? And remember this only. Next, which of the following personalities have been awarded with the 2023 Nobel Prize in Chemistry by Royal Swedish Academy of Science in October 2023? So remember, Louis Eugene Bros of USA and Alexei Ivanovich Ekimov of Russia. They are the both individuals who were awarded with the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, and this is for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots, right? So Louis Eugene Bros of USA and Alexei Ivanovich Ekimov of Russia, they were awarded with Nobel Prize in Chemistry, and it was for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. Next, name the Indian personality who has recently become the first woman to be honored with Global Indian Award by Canada India Foundation. So Sudha Murthy, right? Renowned author and philanthropist Sudha Murthy, also the chairperson of Infosys, right? She became the first woman to be honored with the Global Indian Award by the Canada India Foundation at the Indo-Canadian Gala event that was held in Toronto, Canada. Right? And the award winners received a total of $50,000 to donate to a charity of their choice. That means this amount will be donated to a choice of charity that will be selected by Sudha Murthy. Next, when was this Shastra Ramanujan Prize initiated or started? It was in 2005. Moving on.
Which of the following personalities has have with the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2023 by Royal Swedish Academy of Science? So who have been awarded with this Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine? So remember, Katalin Karikó and Drew Weissman. I repeat, Katalin Karikó, she is from Hungary, and Drew Weissman, he is from USA. They both were awarded with the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Correct? And this is for their research and development for the effective mRNA vaccine that they developed for COVID-19. Right? It was a mRNA vaccine for COVID-19 which they developed. Katalin Karikó and Drew Weissman, they both were awarded with the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Here remember, Katalin Karikó, she became the 13th woman to win Nobel Prize in Medicine or Physiology.
Next is your homework section. First, which Indian ministry is responsible for administering the FAME India scheme? Second, Union government is planning to revive tax remission benefits on export of which item that was placed in the restricted category in mid-2022. Third, which player recently clinched the Chennai Grandmaster 2023 title? Fourth, recently UP has been inaugurated the state's first intra-district helicopter service between which two districts? Important. Fifth, India's first Himalayan air safari was recently launched from which Indian state? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students who are watching this video. And do let me know what are your views about this video. If you find these lectures interesting and informative, then do like the video as well as comment below and let us know what are your views for the same.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.